Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie's Hair. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 brand new wigs from Orchid by Rene of Paris. They are on pre-sale right now. The official launch is next Monday, August 24th, but you can pre-order. And there's a gift with purchase when you order. The gift with purchase is a set that consists of the Rene of Paris 2-ounce travel size shampoo, light conditioner, and holding spray, along with a wide tooth wooden comb. So that's a great bonus for you if you would like to order any of these new styles. Now, as usual, I will unbox with you so you will see these wigs right out of the box and you'll see exactly what you're getting. All right, let's get to the wigs. Okay, and we're going to just start with the box on top, no particular order. And I have Asha in Moonlit Silk. And let's open the box and see what she looks like. Have her upside down. There you go. Beautiful color. Okay, and let's just take a look at the cap first. Okay, so you have an extended lace front from ear tab to ear tab and a lace part, and there's no seam in between. It's an open wefted wig, you can see that there, with felt or velvety ear tabs, and the same material extended nape and Velcro adjusters. It's probably hard to see because the cap is dark. I'm going to just make sure they're at the outer edge so I can let you know about fit. And as far as stretch goes, there's a decent amount of stretch in here as well. All right, so let's try her on. She's right out of the box. Okay, and let's look at the style. Oh, nice style. I like these layers here. So as far as fit goes, she's fitting me nicely. I could take her in a little bit, and she does have plenty of stretch. So I would say she definitely goes to average and maybe even slightly larger than average. As far as density goes, I would say she's light to medium. Definitely on the lighter side. And I think I feel a little bit of permatease in here, probably to hide the wefting and give it some shape, but it's not a real poofy permatease. All right, I'm not going to do anything to her. I'm just going to spin and show you the style right out of the box. Really pretty, and I like this color, Moonlit Silk. Okay, so Asha is described as a short cropped wig crafted from premium synthetic fiber, and this is regular synthetic. It's not heat friendly synthetic. This textured pixie style features soft, piecey layers through the crown with a side swept fringe, which you can see here, tapering neatly at the nape for an easy, low maintenance silhouette. And she goes nice and long, so if you have hair that grows down longer there, she'll cover it. Low maintenance silhouette with a natural look and luxurious feel. And let's take a look at that lace front. Nicely done. And the lace part here, parted in the parting area. And the parting area is not huge, so you're going to want to keep her parted in that area, but you can see it there. And so easy. I mean, really, right out of the box, I could zhuzh her up a little bit if I want to. Put her behind my ear. Oh, that would be really cute. I like it behind the ear. Yeah, that's a cute style too. Okay, so let's talk about the color Moonlit Silk. And I actually have Moonlit Silk in Sheena as well. I really like this color gray because it has a lot of the dark gray. And my hair right now is more similar to this, so this would be more natural for me. Moonlit Silk is a cool toned color. Hopefully you can see that there. It's described as a stunning dark gray tone featuring a multitude of metallic shades running throughout, adding depth and texture. This exquisitely classy color represents a perfectly blended array of gray tones that create a sublimely natural look. And I really do like this gray a lot. All right, before we get to Asha's measurements, let me tell you my measurements. My circumference is 21 inches. Ear to ear, I'm 12 inches. Forehead to nape, I'm 12.5 inches. Those three measurements are for the fit of the wig. And then for how the wig will look on you, I compare these other measurements. My face is 8 inches long. My forehead is 3 inches. My neck is 3 inches. And the width of my face at the widest point, temple to temple, is 9 inches. I give you all of those measurements so you can compare them to your measurements and have a better idea of how a wig is going to look and fit on you. If you don't know how to take those measurements, I will link a video in the description below where I show you how to take all of them correctly. All right, so let's talk about the measurements on Asha. Her fringe, it says, is 6 inches. So let's take a look. All right, yeah, that seems about right since my face is 8 inches. But she does have a little bit of a wave here, and you can just wear her side swept. My forehead's only 3 inches, and this works perfectly for me. Her crown is 6 inches. Her nape is 3 inches, so you have that length there, definitely, if you have hair that grows down longer. And she weighs just 2.3 ounces. So light, so comfortable. I'm really liking this style. Okay, let's take a look at the ear tabs. Now, it may be hard to tell because my hair is a very similar color, but the ear tabs come down here very nicely. And I always like to check and see where the bottom of the cap falls. And it's well above the top of my ear, so it's not rubbing at all on my ear. And that's what makes it so comfortable for me. Let's try on the glasses under the ear tabs. No problem. Over the ear tabs, no problem. Okay, let's take this color outside. Okay, so here you go. This is Moonlit Silk. You can see the darker grays and hopefully the metallic tones in here. And you do have some lighter gray, especially around the face here, which is nice. It brightens up the face. And let me just take you around my head. I love the sounds out here in the morning. So pretty. And let me just turn for you. Show you the color. There we go. Coming into the house. And there's no lights on in here. Let me just turn on some lights so you can see. There you go. So pretty. If you wanted to use a clip to style it back, you could take a piece back like that and just use a little clip. This is a little flower clip that I got on Amazon. Something like that would be really cute. Sometimes I'll do 2 clips in a row just to make it like jewelry in the hair. You could also wear a headband if you like headbands. Something like that. And then, of course, when you're styling her, I'm just going to give her a spritz with some water here. Get the fibers off the cap. I could poof her up, put a little bit behind the ear here, so I have volume on the top. Bring the bang down a little. You can play with it all different ways, just to make it your own and style it the way that you would wear it. Really cute. Also, you could tamp her down if you prefer a more sleek look. And sometimes I will use some sort of contouring cream or something like that just to hold it down. And I'm going to something like that and bring her around your face a little bit more here if you like it more close to your head. So much you could do. And you don't have to wear her behind your ears, of course. So much more tamped down. I personally like it with a little volume on top. Get those layers moving. She does have great layers. Yeah, a little bit more loose and behind the ear like that. I think that's how I would wear it. Really pretty. Okay, so let's move on to the next. The next one I have is Phillipa in Mochaccino Rooted. Oh, she's a long girl. Here we go. Oh, a very long girl. Look at that. From short to long. The beauty of wigs. You can change up your look so much. I'm going from gray to, I would say, blonde, and from short to long in a matter of minutes. Okay, and let's take a look at her cap. Looks like a similar cap construction to Asha. She has the extended lace front that goes right into the lace part, no seam, open wefting, the felt or velvety ear tabs, extended nape, Velcro adjusters. Let me just move those out all the way. And let's take a look at the stretch in the cap. Plenty of stretch. Plenty of stretch in this one. Okay. And I'm going to try her on. Whoa, look at this hair. So right off the bat, I'm going to say that she fits looser than Asha did, and she has plenty of stretch. So if you have a larger head, I think that you could wear this wig. It's hard for me to say exactly how large it goes, but I have plenty of room to go in. And like I said, there was a lot of stretch. Wow, look at this. So for you ladies who love long hair, this is some long hair. All right, so this is right out of the box. I'm not even going to do anything to her. I'm going to spin and show her to you, and then we'll play with her and get all of her details. Okay. Now I feel like when I have a wig this long, she's going to look a lot different when I start playing with her, which I'm going to do right now. And I'll spin for you again because it can be quite a difference. So I'm just going to spritz her, get the fibers off of the cap. Love these curls. Okay. Let me see where her part is. Feels like a center part here. Should have checked when I was looking at the cap. Yeah. Yeah, the part's right in here, so it's a center part, which I like. And I'm going to brush through her. Now, you could keep the waves or curls piecey. I want to see what she looks softened up a little bit. And then, of course, if you liked her better piecey and you combed her out, you could always use like a sea salt spray or something like that to separate out the curls again. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what she would look like combed through. When you comb through your wigs, just make sure you're doing it gently. You don't want to snag any fibers and pull on them. But wow, look at this. This is a lot of hair and so much you could do with her, which we'll talk about in a minute. But first, let's talk about her details. Phillipa is a long-length wig crafted from premium synthetic fiber, again, regular synthetic. This tousled wavy style features soft face-framing fringe, which you can see here. I really like that. And cascading layers falling to 16 inches, delivering a natural look, luxurious feel, and romantic glamour length silhouette. And I do like these bangs up here, just the way they fall around the face, and then you get all the curls coming down. This seems more than 16 inches to me, but that's what it says. The measurements, the fringe, 4.5 inches. And my forehead's 3 inches, so this does come down further. The crown, 16 inches. The nape, 16 inches. And she weighs 5.6 ounces. And I have to say, she feels very light for all of this hair. Now, as far as density goes, I'm going to say on the lighter side of medium. And permatease wise, if there's any, it's not much at all. It's hard for me to even tell. I'm not really feeling any. And maybe it's because this is flat up here, and so you don't need any volume, and it's covering the wefting on its own. Okay, let's take a look at the lace front. Here we go. Hopefully you can see that there. And the lace part, so there's no seam in between, as I said before, and I'm going to just try to comb. Okay, and your lace part there in the center, and there's no seam between the part and your lace front, which is nice, so that doesn't show. And how I'd wear the bangs, they seem to be falling naturally like this, and I like that. I would just leave it where it is. If you wanted to wear a full-on bang, you could trim your bangs if you need to. If you have a longer forehead than me, you probably wouldn't even need to trim them. All right, let's take a look at the ear tabs. So anything gray that you see is my hair, but the ear tabs have nice coverage, as you can see. And seeing where the cap falls behind the ear, plenty of space above my ear. It's not rubbing on my ear at all. Really nice, very comfortable, and as I said, she does not feel heavy. She feels very light. And the color Mochaccino Rooted is a warm rooted color. Hopefully you can see the rooting there. It's nicely done, and it has highlights. And if you haven't seen our color charts yet, take a look, because not only do we show you the swatch and give you the description from the manufacturer, but then we also label whether or not the wig is warm, cool, or neutral, or some combination thereof, highlighted and rooted. So you get all of that information in our color charts. So Mochaccino Rooted is described as a rooted dark with light brown base with strawberry blonde highlights. The root is a 10, which I consider to be on the lighter side of brown. Brown usually goes 2 to 12, and 2 is your darkest. 12 is your lightest, so 10 falls up there near the lighter end. And the base is 30, that's in your red, so that must be your strawberry blonde highlights. And it says here the highlights are a 140. I haven't heard of that number for highlights, and when I went to look it up, it says it could be a proprietary color. But hopefully you can see the highlights here. They're just so beautiful. I love the colors of this Mochaccino Rooted. Okay, let's take this color outside. Okay, so here we are, Mochaccino-r, or Rooted. I have to hold the camera far away to get all the hair in, but here you go. So you can see the colors here. The rooting is nice and subtle. It's not really dark. Take you around the head. And let me just turn for you. I think you can see some of the strawberry blonde in there as well. Okay, let's walk through the house. Indoor lighting. The styling possibilities for this wig are endless. Now, it's a lot of hair for my size face, I think, so I would probably end up doing something, pulling either the sides back so it's off of the face like that. And that would be better for me instead of all the hair around my face. And really it depends on you and how you like to wear your hair. But that would definitely be something I would do. That would be pretty. You could certainly pull her into a ponytail and just pull out some front pieces here, because you do have those bangs there. That would be nice. You could put her up in some way. You could also braid her. I like, even with a wig this long, to pull all the hair to one side and do something on the side like this. That would be really cute too. And of course you can do the headband. Headbands you can pretty much wear in every wig, but that would be cute as well. And there you have it. This is Phillipa in Mochaccino Rooted. Okay, and on to the last wig. We have Maggie in Marble Brown Rooted. Oh, she looks like a shorter style. Maybe more mid-length, I can't tell. When we pull her out of the box, we'll see. Marble Brown Rooted is such a pretty brunette. So our first wig was cool in tone. The second wig, warm, and this one is also warm in tone. Looks like a nice little bob. Okay, and let's take a look at the cap construction. Again, it looks very similar to the other two. You have your extended lace front, goes right into your side part here. So Phillipa had a center part, but both Asha and Maggie have side parts. She has open wefting, the felt or velvety ear tabs, extended felt or velvety nape with the Velcro adjusters. Let me just make sure they're out all the way. That one side looked it. This one I'll just move out a little bit. And again, plenty of stretch in this girl. All right, and let's try Maggie on. Okay, right off the top again, plenty of stretch. I'd probably take her in a little bit, so I'm going to say she goes to average and possibly larger than average as well. I don't think she fits as large as Phillipa did, probably closer to Asha, but average and probably even slightly above average. I love this style. Oh, adorable. This is a keeper for sure. All right, let me just spin and show you her right out of the box. I love when I put on a wig and I'm like, yes, this style is for me, and this is one of those wigs. Now, Phillipa is beautiful, beautiful waves and all of that. I feel like that much hair is a bit much on me, and she could be perfect on other people, and that's the beauty of wigs. There's so many different styles and textures, and there's something for everyone. So I like to show you everything, even if the colors and the styles are not the best on me, just so you can get a good idea of what's out there. But this is one of those that really resonate with me. The style, the color, everything. So pretty. So Maggie is described as a short to medium length wig crafted from premium synthetic fiber. So all of these have been regular synthetic fiber wigs. And if you find that they're too shiny for you, you can always use a dry shampoo, a shine dimmer, something like that. And sometimes it takes a few applications, but it'll bring the shine down. And then of course, over time with wear, your wigs will become less shiny naturally. So this shattered bob style features longer textured layers through the crown and top, falling to shorter tapered nape. Hopefully you can see that there. Giving it a chic lived-in shape with built-in movement, natural look, and luxurious feel. And I just love her. Okay, and let's look at her measurements. Fringe, 6.5 inches. The crown, 8.5 inches. The nape, 2 inches. And she weighs just 2.7 ounces. Low density. I'm not feeling any permatease in here at all. Just a beautiful, elegant style. I love her. I may be wearing her tonight to dinner. Okay, she has an extended lace front. Hopefully you can see that there. You also have a lace part, no seam here. Let's take a look at the ear tabs. Here you go. Anything gray sticking out is me. You get nice coverage. And then behind the ear, again, plenty of room above my ear. No rubbing at all. And there's definitely room in here. I'd make her tighter. As I said, I think she can go even larger than average. All right, let's take a look at this color. Marble Brown Rooted is a warm rooted color. So hopefully you can see that there. It's dark brown rooted, medium brown, and light honey brown in a 50-50 blend. Those highlights are just so beautiful there. So nicely done. All right, and let's try on the glasses. Under the ear tabs, no problem. Over the ear tabs, oops, no problem. Okay, let's take this color outside. All right, Marble Brown Rooted, beautiful color. You can see those highlights in there and the rooting. Let me take you around the head here. And I'll spin, just so you can see it in different lighting. I walked by my husband, he said he likes this one. So pretty. All right, I just love Maggie and I would probably wear her just like this, but if you want to change her up, you could definitely put a headband in. That would be adorable. You could pull the sides back in clips or some sort of barrette, leaving a front piece out. You could do that on both sides. Half up, half down kind of do. You don't have enough length in the back. It's only a 2-inch nape, so you don't have enough really to make a ponytail. So I would definitely keep the styling up around here, but honestly, I would wear her just like this. I love this style. Okay, so there you have it. 3 brand new styles by Orchid of Rene of Paris. Don't forget, they're on pre-sale right now at frannieshair.com, and you get a great little set gift with purchase with your purchase of any of these wigs. I'd love to hear what you thought of these wigs in the comments below. I always love hearing your feedback. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.